Robloxians, and welcome back to TS. Some time ago, a new TS update has released, revamping the Fallen mode in its entirety. I'm pretty sure that this has revealed more of the TS lore. Let's jump into the theory. Now, I think this update has revealed more of this unique universe's lore. Most, if not all people, think that the devs just reuse the old Umbra's map for the new update because they're lazy. But what if it's just intentional? Fallen King looks pretty similar to Umbra, just a bit more detailed. Are they friends? Not really. Let's dive in deeper. In one of the recent events, Lunar Overture, a part of the lore about Umbra and Penumbra's past has been revealed. Pretty important one at that. Penumbras and Umbra get chased by the knights, which thought Umbra was some witch. Now, who could be the king of the army, right? This could go two ways. Either the devs are trying to hint towards a new threat that owned the castle, which I must say is quite boring. Or Fallen King himself is the king of the town, except he wasn't a fallen back then. Time for some lore. After Umbra cursed civilians with her magic spells with penumbras to defend themselves, the town did not take this lightly, nor did the king. I'll be referring normal version of Fallen King as the king. The king would send his army to take down Penumbras and Umbra as they seemed like a huge threat. Penumbras would stay behind Umbra and order her to run away so he can distract the army for her. Umbra accidentally stumbles upon the god keep, approaches it, and harvests its power. After fighting some swamp monsters, she arrived to the town, taking down every knight, even the executioner. She'd free her best friend and then run back to the woods to hide from the king's army. Both of them, God knows how long after, but they would convince the swamp creatures to turn on their side and fight the army of the king. Umbra, however, got more and more crowded with power and even changed her appearance. Umbra would send her army to attack the king, but TDS's team would stumble upon their march and fight the army of the creatures. Umbra would build a robot known as Jacobot, using him as the last resort to beat the TDS team, which failed. Umbra and her army would have to wait yet another day, and when it did, they succeeded and kicked out the residents and rulers of the town and the castle. The king's army would seek refuge somewhere else, away from Umbra. King would eventually run into the Void River, which proposed him power to his army if he had joined. Of course, we know what the king chose. Meanwhile, at the tower, the TDS team would beat Jax, Swamp Monster, Penumbras, and the hardest boss of them all, Umbra. The totality has been stopped and the world was peaceful once more. The king would eventually turn into the Fallen King due to the effects that the Void River gave to him and his army and residents. They eventually turned into an army known as the Fallen Army. The Fallen Army would eventually claim back the Totality Tower, rebuilding it and improving it to be way stronger than before. One day, one of Fallen King's minions would find a piece of the destroyed God Keep, retrieve it and give it to the Fallen King, which would be helpful for the king as a backup plan in case he's about to be beaten. As we can see in the hidden wave, this fragment of the God Keep was enough for him to make his guards and minions regen, and himself to be nearly 4 times stronger than before. Update: the awakened Fallen King now has 1 million health. I guess these factors come from the fact that he took Void River's offer and he got the power from the God Keep, unlike Umbra with just the God Keep effects. So yeah, that's my version of the TDS lore. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. If you like this video, like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any theories like this, which will eventually come out each important update. Goodbye for now, friend.